Good morning, all of you. So, today I have come to make an interesting lesson, that is, A Thing of Beauty by John Keats. I think it is in the syllabus of some of my students who are from CBSE board. Okay, so we will not waste our time much, but we'll move forward with our topic. Okay, I think you all are having the book in front of you, that is Flamingo. If you don't have, you have to buy the book, so to understand the particular poem properly and thoroughly for your exams. About the poet, so at first we need to read this part and understand, so that we can understand the genre when this poem was written. 1795 to 1821 was a British romantic poet. So he was a British romantic poet, and romantic poet means he loves nature and the beauty of nature. Although trained to be a surgeon, Keats decided to devote himself wholly to poetry. So he thought he will devote some time towards poetry. Keats' secret is power to sway and delight the readers, and he could delight the readers with his beautiful writings. Lies primarily in his gift for perceiving the world and leaving its moods and aspirations in terms of language. The following is an excerpt from his poem Endymion. So this is from the particular poem named Endymion, a romantic romance, a poetic romance, you can say. The poem is based on a Greek legend. So it is based on a Greek legend, that is very important, in which Endymion, a beautiful young shepherd and poet who lived on Mount Latmus, so that is important, had a vision of Cynthia. Now who is Cynthia? The moon goddess. The enchanted youth resolved to seek her out, and so wandered away through the forest and down under the sea. Before you read, let us take this question. What pleasure does a beautiful thing give us? Are beautiful things worth treasuring? Yes or no? So think before reading the particular poem. A thing of beauty is a joy forever. Its beauty provides us happiness. Its loveliness increases. It will never pass into nothingness. So something which is good, it will remain as good, and it will never go to such a place just like it is having nothing in it. But will keep a bower quiet for us, and a sleep full of sweet dreams and health and quiet breathing. Therefore, on every morrow, means every morning you can say, are we breathing a flowery band to bind us to the earth. We are in new beautiful memory as if, which binds up in every morning. Spite of despondence, of the inhuman dearth of noble natures, of the gloomy days, the bad days, the sad days, of all the unhealthy and over-darkened ways. Made for our searching, yes, in spite of all, some shape of beauty moves away the pall. From our dark spirits, such the sun, the moon, trees old and young, sprouting a shady boon. For simple sheep, and such are daffodils, with the green world they live in, and clear rills that for themselves a cooling covert make gains the hot season. The mid-forest brake, rich with a sprinkling of fair musk rose blossoms, and such too is the grandeur of the dooms we have imagined for the mighty dead, all lovely tales that we have heard or read. Tells me stories, an endless fountain of immortal drink pouring onto us from the heavens brink. So last two lines are very, very important. So let us get a little bit idea about this particular poem, and you can just write it down too. How nature and its wonder mesmerize us and take away all the sorrow which we have, all the grief we have. By looking at the beauty, maybe a beautiful flower, maybe a beautiful tree, maybe a beautiful leaves, which can give us an eternal pleasure. It makes acquaintance as a beauty of thing and its importance in life. So these things are permanent. Most of the cases, some trees which live for a long time, those are remaining as permanent. But in our life, every time, every moment, our emotions are changing. Maybe we are sad, maybe we are having a happiness, maybe we have some other tensions in our life. Through this poem, Keats, a romantic poet and a preacher of beauty, you can say, vehemently supports the eternal state of beauty in a human being and nature and its positive phases. The poem acquaints us with how beautiful things play an important role in our life, and it acts as a positive energy in our life too. The poet expresses how beauty brings us near the endless joy forever. It never stops us from procrastinating things or increasing the beauty in it. So, moving on to the next part, will always remain attractive. Something which is good now, it will remain attractive to us, gives us a perfect equilibrium we long for, means we want for a long time. That is the well-being of ourselves and our kith and kins. Now moving on to the next part, we are always dejected and disappointed because of torn spirit, loss of hope, and sometimes a lacuna of human values. We are we all face a gloomy, defected period, sometimes filled with unhealthy frustrations and darkness, which can also be overcome by the beauty of nature. Maybe if we go to a beautiful place, okay, and that place also gives us some positive energy. For that reason, sometimes the doctor also prescribes us to go to a new place and have some good air maybe, or the particular scenario and the surroundings change that can help a person to be healthy from inside. In the concluding couplets means last two lines, those are called the couplets, 2 lines. The poet talks about, compares this beauty to a fountain which is initiated from the heavens. Okay, now this beauty seems to be a message of God. The fountain runs eternally and in a producing manner. It never ends as if. So this is very important, which you can understand. It is having an universal thing as well as it is also talking about God. Sometimes you believe, some people doesn't believe, but some people, they have a thing that yes, there is God. So if we do something bad things will happen to us. Do something good things will happen to us. So it also plays a very important role. Now, so here we can see the full thing is all about nature, flowers, different flowers names are given like daffodils and all, okay, and it also talk about the beauty of nature and how this beauty of nature gives us happiness for our life's long tiring journey. Okay, so I think in short you have understood about this particular poem. And then the important thing, after a poem comes to an end, you need to know one more thing, that is, in this particular poem, what are the words you don't know, it is new to you. So make a list and write those words and take a dictionary in hand and find those meanings and write down. If you can't understand, correlate that meaning with this particular poem, you can always comment, okay, in my video, so that I can see what you have problem and we can go forward with those problems too. And not only that, the theme is very important, why this title is appropriate. These are the questions and the summary you need to know, so to answer any questions which comes up, okay. And sometimes people can get this in other classes also. You can also have RTCs from here, that is reference to context. For that reason also you need to read all the lines properly, and the full theme and the poem should be clear to you. Okay, so that, and you should remember the name of the poet. Okay, it can also come in short, that who is the poet of this particular poem. So you should have a knowledge for that also. Now the thing is that your comments and your like, and when you subscribe my channel, it gives me a pleasure that yes, I'm teaching my students. It's a passion, and my students also appreciates. Okay, so please do those things also. If you like the video, then please give a like button thumb over there. Okay, and not only that, if you have any comment or suggestions for me, you can always give it. Not only my channel, it's also yours channel. So how you will make this channel a beautiful place for other English students also, so I have given that right to you all. Okay, now we will be having some more videos on ICSE, CBSE and West Bengal boards also. Okay, and the notes and other things, for that reason you need to join my classes, and all the details are given in those after the video. Okay, so please check that part also, so you can get more details over there. Okay, till then, stay safe, be happy and healthy. Okay, see you in the next video.